Good morning. Today's lecture is dedicated to a certain group of people. What group? Okay, if I say the word S-type man, does this make sense to you? If this does not make sense to you, you are not in this group of people and this is not for you. You can watch if you're curious. If the word S-type man does make sense to you, then this is for you. Why do we need to have this talk? Because I am trying to help. I'm trying to help by opening a shortcut for you, a shortcut for finding your inner peace and inner balance. We human beings are complete, but we are divided by nature into two groups, men and women. And when we lack certain qualities, they are to be fulfilled by the other half. As cliche as it might sound, finding your other half, it does make sense. When you look at the day and night, black and white, hot and cold, yin and yang, there are always two halves. We talked about balance yesterday. This is about your spiritual balance, about your inner balance, which you can find through your partner, and usually do. Now, where to look and what to look for? This is another very important point. We know what we need. We think we know what we need. If you have a weak side of you, and it doesn't mean that you're not strong in your outside environment, like work and friends and social environment. You can be very strong and very powerful and be a leader. But in your personal life, in your relationship, you seek to balance it out by submission and perhaps by being led by a strong woman. Again, woman is not necessarily strong in her career or in her personal dealings with other people, but she can be strong in leading a relationship, and this is what you need. Now, how do you approach such a person? How do you find such a person? Your fate will lead you to people like me, and it just did, and your fate will lead you to the right people, but it's not enough being led to the right people. You have to know how to handle them properly and how to get what you want. And in life, it's all about getting what you want by giving what the other person wants, isn't it? It's give and take. Now, you don't stand there and wait for the other person to give. You give first, and I do give first, and this is my gift to you, because I know that even if you take in 10% of what I'm saying today, it will help you somewhat, well, some way, maybe, hopefully. Hopefully it will, and hopefully more than 10%. When you meet this person, how do you approach them? First, respect the woman. Second, understand the woman. Third, give the woman what she needs and what she wants. And that is service, the service that we commonly misunderstand. And I'm not going to give any examples. Respect should be mutual. Nobody is a doormat. And nobody is a whore. Mutual respect goes without saying. Second, understanding. You cannot give the person what they want unless you understand them. And the S-type men are not the same. They're very, very different. And I'm speaking from experience. They are as similar to each other as any other person. There is no such thing as a common type of an S-type man. Perhaps some common traits, but not many at all. Everybody is a separate individual, and to understand each person separately, you would need to invest time and energy into that person in order to know what they are like, what makes them happy, what they need, what they crave, what is that missing gap in their inner balance mechanism, somewhere where you can come in with your certain qualities that will add to that person and make them complete. And it always works both ways, because if the other person's gap is reflecting your qualities that you already have, then it is very likely that your gap reflects their qualities, and when they give it to you, you feel complete and fulfilled. And that is in all areas of life, not only sexual or professional or social. All areas of life, you look for something. You look for power at work, but you don't look for power within your walls of your house. You look for the opposite. More about talking to your other half, more about getting what you need. Get to know them by questions as an easy form, by sincerely being interested in the other person, by talking about what interests them, by asking them what interests them, by digging deep and listening, and soaking in all this information about the other person. What do they like? What do they like to eat? What do they like to do? What do they feel like? What are their moods like? What is their past? What do they see their future like? And so on. Without having that information, you are powerless. You can never get what you need because you don't know where their gap is and what you could give them from what you have to satisfy their need, fill their gap. And S-type men look for the C-type women, and C stands for control. And it doesn't mean that they're necessarily controlling in daily life. No, they don't walk around bossing people and telling their friends what to do. In fact, it's the very opposite. In personal life, however, they are controlling. And if that you think will bring you balance, go for it, but don't approach it from your point of view. Study the person thoroughly. Find out what they need before putting in any I desire, I want, I like, I need, and I want to get from you. No, it's all about you. It's all about her. What do you like? Where do you like to go? What do you think about? What are your theory of life? What is your purpose of life? What is your education? What is your background? What is your dream? What is your favorite food? Whatever questions you can ask, it all goes in your favor because now you have information. Information is power. And when you analyze the information that the other person is giving you, you can identify their gaps and give them what they want and enjoy this sincere act of giving, trying to fill their gaps. And their gaps can be in any area of their life. It's not necessarily that their house hasn't been cleaned for a while and their floors need scrubbing and this is what you are willing to offer them. It can be in any other area. Do not project any of you onto another person. Be neutral. When you listen to another person, you are an empty vessel and they are water and you're filling yourself with their water, with them, with themselves. It's not about what shape the vessel is and what he's willing to accept. But it's an empty vessel without any judgment, without any opinion, without any projection of selfish desires onto the water, onto her. Right? Does this help at all, or is this too abstract? Do we need to get a little bit more practical and obvious? Okay, let's try. Let's try to get more practical. This does not make sense. In any relationship, be it an S-type, C-type relationship, or any standard common relationship, although I think there is no such thing as common. There are two people that give each other what they are missing. And it can be anything else. I fill your gap, you fill mine. This is how it works. This is where the give and take is. Whatever you get, you give back. It doesn't have to be the same. But what you give is not what you think you should give, it's what the other person needs. It's like giving a gift when you go to somebody's birthday and you think, well, I like perfume, why not give her a bottle of perfume? This is not what we do, right? We find out what the other person likes. In fact, she has an allergy to perfume. She doesn't like perfume. She doesn't use perfume. What does she like? I don't know what she likes. Might as well give her what I like to give. And I have an extra bottle of perfume, so when you put it simply like that, it seems like I'm talking to a moron, right? I don't mean to be looking down on anybody. But I like to simplify my examples so that they make sense to everybody at any level. And I know that you are an intelligent person with good education, much better than me. And I know that you can understand some abstract examples. But I like to exaggerate it, and I like to put it really, really simple. What do you give the other person for their birthday? You ask them, so what do you like? You don't ask them, what can I give you for your birthday? Because that's too direct. And I say, well, you don't really need to give me anything. We are so defensive. When it comes to accepting, we are very defensive. Be it with gifts or be it with love or anything else. We like to receive, but we like to receive what we like. What do you like? What are you interested in? Oh, I see. You're interested in yoga. Excellent. Oh, is that your yoga mat? Okay. You notice that, oh, the yoga mat looks kind of old. This is what I'm going to give her for her birthday. Excellent. A new yoga mat. Perfect. But if you give her a baseball glove, she will not be very thankful. Although you might be really interested in baseball. Do they use gloves? Yes, they do. Right. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. You don't give her a baseball glove because you think that it's cool and it's a cool way to exercise and it's just so like you're really passionate about it. But it's not what she needs. And you want to give something from what you have. It's not always that simple unless you know another person. What if somebody gives you a yoga mat? You think, I don't need that. Oh, what am I going to do with that? Am I supposed to get into yoga? Yoga is for women. Yoga is hard. I'm not flexible. I don't have any time for yoga. I don't want to do any exercise, full stop. This is your reaction. So you also do want to get what you need. Now if somebody gives you a new nice baseball bat, that's what we're talking now. And from her it will take as much studying of you as it will for you to study her. Why do most relationships fail? Because we project our fantasies, our desires, and our imaginary characters onto another person, which should not be done. When a few months down the track, a woman tells you, or a man tells you, I thought you were decent, I thought you had manners, I thought you were honest, I thought you were innocent, I thought you were, I don't know, very calm and spiritual, but you are not. And the other person says, yes, I'm not. Of course I'm not. Didn't you see it before? No, I thought you were. And that is a very common misjudgment, but this misjudgment doesn't come from our careful analysis of the person when we first meet them. It comes from our own projection. I would like my woman to be innocent and not have that many men and loyal and honest, like really honest. So we meet this person and she looks pretty. She's not saying anything, you're not asking anything. You assume, because she's pretty, that she is honest. Indeed, she doesn't have any man. She is whatever you dreamt her out to be. She is the C-type, and she enjoys exactly what you are willing to give her, be it a bottle of perfume or some of your personal things that you like to offer. again, to summarize all this, you need to listen to this because it is not that simple. A relationship between a C-type woman and an S-type man is more complex than any other relationship because we keep it secret, we keep it closed, we are the minority, and we are pretty much ignored by society. And we hide. We hide who we are. We don't read about it. There aren't that many books written about it. It's not common. You see, normal guys, well, every guy is normal. I'm saying common behavior, more or less, guys. They will never write in their personal ad, I like to squeeze boobs and slap ass. No, they will write that I am stable and reliable, because they know that this is what the woman likes to hear. Although they love to squeeze boobs, they would never tell that a woman on their first meeting or the second meeting. Because you know what they get back. Now, again, this is a moron type of example, which I love to use, but to put it simply, it is like that. It is like that. You tell her what she wants to hear. And that is not a lie. That is being totally honest. That is being you. You find the qualities in yourself that reflect what she needs. Are you reliable? Yes. Are you honest? Yes. Do you respect women? Yes. Do you put women's wants and needs first? You think you do, but you haven't so far. It was all about women serving you, perhaps. But you would like to change to that person, so you make a commitment. Yes, I put women's needs first. And yes, I am happy when I see that I made my woman happy. Say that, and no woman will say no to you. No woman will run away from that type of offer. No matter if a guy has a belly or if he smokes or drinks, that is fixable. That is something that she can work on and you can work on together. But qualities that she needs in you and qualities that you can offer her are unique. And with S-type men being much more rare than the usual, say, V-type, and by V-type I mean the common behavior. Men, you are unique, you are precious, you are rare. But don't tell her that you like to squeeze boobs, because that will make her run away. Well, you don't like to squeeze boobs. I like to squeeze boobs. It's fun. Like balls. Maybe. Okay, joking. Tell me if you want any more advice on this. If you think it's bullshit, disregard it. Go your own way. Meet a woman on the internet, write to her. First line you write, hello, my name is blah blah doormat, and I like to squeeze boobs. Do you want me? And I also like this, and I desire this, and this, and I think that I should get this and this and this. Would you like me? Would you like me? After I've talked about all that I want. Now, because every person wants to hear about what they want. They want an offer. They want choice. They want to see, oh, this is exactly what I want. Grab it, grab it, grab it. And then comes the gift back. Because if you fill in somebody else's gap, the gap that gives them precious inner balance, they will always give back as much as they have taken, and as much as they have taken from everybody else. It splashes out. Because balance triggers the generator of love, and balance triggers this generator of affection and wanting to give endlessly and without expecting anything back. Think about this. Think about this at least in any type of relationship, especially with the S-type men, because we don't have much literature out there. No, men are from Mars, women are from Venus for us. There's some advice, but basically we have to go through this by ourselves. And here is an honest opinion and advice from somebody who is on the other side of the stick, who is the receiving side, here talking to you, wanting you to be at balance, wanting you to be at peace. Okay, dismissed for today. Thank you for your attention. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.